Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show today. This is, of course, what is this? September 12th? Yeah, I guess it is. So hopefully you guys have had yourself a good weekend. Those of you in America, of course. Memorial for the 9/11. 20 years now. It's been a while. And it was handled in very different ways, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Nevertheless, hopefully everything is going well for you today. I know I'm sitting here with a nice hot cup of coffee, although I'm alone right now. Hopefully someone will pop in. It's another dark day though. The weather has not been great here, but oh well, it's that season, I guess. Nevertheless, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit the like button and share. I hope you do the same. It certainly helps us out with letting people know what's going on so they come and visit us and be part of the show. That's really what we're after. But yeah, let me do that real quick. All righty. So we got Roger in here. We got Joshua. Very nice. All righty. All right. So how are you guys today? And I got that done, and we have a Thundero has arrived. Hello, sir.
Hello. I was building a grill.
Oh, that's nice. What kind of grill are you building?
Just a little cheap one we got at Kroger for $60. A nice. I mean, it's not. It's actually a really nice grill. It's got a full size grill and everything, but it's only $60, so couldn't go wrong.
Yeah, so it's a grill, not a smoker, huh?
No, it's a grill.
I see. Yeah, I'm I'm all into the smoking now.
Big smoker, huh?
Yeah, why not? Got the time, just let it go,
Sure.
and you get some amazing flavors. That's one thing over here in Japan. They don't know much about meat until like 150 years ago or so. They didn't even eat meat, right? They
Right.
they they would eat fish and stuff like that, but they didn't eat meat. And they don't really know meat well. I know people go on about Wagyu steak and stuff like that. Yeah, and the Japanese are inventive, sure, but they don't understand it. So they don't really have that flavor, that understanding of flavor that you get from long cooking and how different it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all they do is grill.
They're grill boys.
They are. And they do that pretty well. I mean, they figured it out, but they haven't got that in-depth knowledge yet.
Yeah. Well, I did finally have my first family member who's going to be attributed to COVID. My aunt
Okay.
today. Fine. She passed. Well, I say finally just because it's the first one in my family. Um, but she had MS and cancer, so I think she was on her way out anyway.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with those numbers. That 666,000 number, which is
Yeah,
quite a
it's a
perfect
little
number.
inflated.
It's quite a lot inflated,
Yeah.
ridiculously inflated. And the CDC came out and tried to adjust that, what, almost, a half a year, more than a half a year ago. And it just
Mm-hmm.
disappeared from the news. Even the Fox wasn't talking about it, right?
Yeah. I
So,
don't know if she actually had COVID or not. So they gave her one of the tests and it came back positive, and that's good enough for them.
mhm. Well, when you give out money for every COVID case you have, well,
Yeah,
of course, every case has got COVID. These
and
people
not
are
just
scumbags.
money, like $40,000 a patient
Yeah. Yeah, no,
just for
yeah.
a positive treatment at a hospital.
They get more money.
Yeah, well, that's why they do it and kill more people that way.
Yeah. Well, because,
She worked in the COVID ward, if you remember. It's one of the
Yeah, I
reasons she
do.
doesn't.
I do.
That's why we didn't debate so absolutely because we went them the likelihood of them surviving cut in half.
Yeah, not good for you to be intubated.
No, it's not. No, a hospital is a good place to die, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, we all know it's nonsense. Especially when you compare America to other countries that are,
yeah,
comparable
like
to it,
Sweden
or
or even
Japan,
Sweden. Yeah,
right?
Japan, Sweden.
I
Sweden
mean,
has had like nothing in comparison, and they've done basically nothing to mitigate it. They've just
yeah.
told people, hey, maybe wash your hands more. Try not to breathe around each other too much, be in each other's faces. but they didn't have any restrictions that I know of, and they still don't, and they're fine.
Yeah.
They've basically beaten it.
Yeah, no, it's there's so much nonsense around this, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. But that's politics for you, especially if you look at this. The now that we understand this virus more, and it would have helped a lot if Fauci and those guys who had all the information, because they're the people who made it, let us know. They blame China, sure, we can blame China, but we can blame them assholes too, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, this thing is much stronger as far as the racial impact. The Asians get hit the hardest, then the blacks, etc., and it starts falling down after that. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Especially seeing as blacks and Asians are literally unrelated genetically. But
Hmm.
that's how it's been hitting. And then if you look at these Asian countries that have very small numbers of deaths, even though they get hit the hardest from it, you gotta seriously take a step back and look at what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So you can't compare Sweden to America because they're Swedish and we're Americans. Thanks, Joe. I feel enlightened now. Nice to see you,
um,
Joe. Roger as well. But yeah, no. Oh well, it is. But we're going to talk about that stuff a little bit today. And I have to say that let your wife know that she has a very nice voice.
she does. She doesn't think so, but nobody ever likes.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
true. But she's got a very feminine voice, which is good because a lot of women today in the West, they ain't very feminine. I don't know if you've
No,
noticed it.
no, she doesn't have much of a choice. She's a very feminine woman. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's good. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's why one of the reasons I'm married.
It's the way it should be. But the Swedes have superior genes. Well, I don't know about that. The Levi is pretty good company, although they're probably made in China. Thanks, Paul. But anyway, how was your weekend?
Pretty good otherwise. Not feeling very well right now, but other than that, I'm all right. Like I feel ill. I have a stomach issue that flares up every now and again, and it's flaring right now.
Oh, I see. Well, we're coming into that season.